I attempted to draw the same guy from the last video, but this time we're doing it on the right program. Did you watch that video? You didn't watch that video? Hi everyone, it's Norma. Thank you for coming again. So I was thinking about drawing the same exact guy that we drew on The Sims for last time using a drawing tool. It was unique, I would say. So we are going to try that again, but this time in Clip Studio Paint, or CSP in short. I'm just gonna show you the big boy very quick. So this is the guy. We are going to draw this guy again, but this time in Clip Studio Paint. But I must inform you that I rarely draw or paint semi-realistic characters, and it has been a while since I've ever did a still life drawing or paintings. So I think the last time I did that was when I have my college entrance exam to go to an art school, which had got rejected, of course, and it was like 7 years ago. I took that exam in the middle of 2014. I'm a graduate from financial accounting major, in case you're wondering. Can you see that trash over there, like right there? I painted those on the exact year, that 2014. I was very struggling. I was practicing, but it did not end up like I wanted to look like. Trust me, you don't want to look at it closely, like not even an inch. Absolutely horrendous. Well, for now, let's just go to the Clip Studio Paint itself. So I painted a random picture of an apple that I found on Google Image for warming up, like this one right here. I must say that I am very proud with my apple. It may not look like an apple to you, but I am very proud with my apple. I mean, it does look like an apple from afar, right? Just don't look too closely at it. It'll be fine. And then for now, I'm going to show you the painting process of the guy from The Sims 4, because I kind of did it while I was working. Yes, I did my work. Okay, before getting to the painting, I always like to save the colors that I will use to paint, because it's going to be a pain if I needed to go back and forth switching the color palettes. You'll see one of the palettes that is named in Japanese. I downloaded it on Clip Studio Paint Assets website. So CSP have this website which is full of necessary assets that you'll probably need it for your artwork. For example, you can download preset brushes, clothing patterns, screen tones for your manga, color palettes, 3D items of rooms, etc. You can either download it for free or you'll have to buy it using CSP Gold or Clippy. So if you're on your way getting to know Clip Studio Paint, I suggest you to visit this assets website, which I will also link it down below. For the brush, I was only using one type of brush, and that is Gorge. This brush already came with the CSP itself. I am the type of person who likes to draw digitally, but I wanted the outcome to look as natural or traditional looking as possible, and this brush fits my preference very well, at least me. Like when I painted the apple, I was quite satisfied with the result, because even when you zoom in, it still looks like it was hand painted. Though of course there are still some parts that gave a bit hint of being done digitally, but still this is one of my favorite brushes. Also, pro tip: whenever you draw, or whether it's traditionally or digitally, always zoom in and zoom out. You'll most probably find something that needs to be fixed before it's too late, or maybe improve from it. I won't say that they are mistakes. Like Buffer said, they are happy accidents. By the way, you might find me switch the brush here on the time lapse, but that's only because I hit the wrong hotkey on my keyboard. So I wanted to either shrunk or make the brush size bigger, but I pressed the shortcut to switch between brushes instead. So basically this is more like a one-layer challenge. This challenge is dedicated for digital artists who draws digitally either on Photoshop or Illustrator, Paint to Style, Medibank, Clip Studio Paint, Procreate, or other program, while using a lot of layers. Like when I said a lot, I literally mean a lot. I remember when I was like a digital artist newbie, I used to have like 40 layers just to draw one single character. Now I can manage my digital drawing skill better, so I don't really need to have that much layer anymore, because having too much layers will sometimes slow down the program that you're using, and it may sometimes even freeze or crash on you. And trust me, you'll be very heartbroken, especially when you forgot when was the last time you'll save your progress. Currently, the device that I use to draw digitally now is Microsoft Surface Pro 6, and I personally think this is the best investment so far. Also, I play The Sims on this exact laptop, which is not good if you ask me. My laptop would get very hot like hard, especially when I'm building and I don't like it. But it all kind of worked out in the end after I lowered down the graphics, except for the Sims itself. I set them on medium graphic level and on high for the word distance view, the rest are low. I also played the Sims offline, so I put my origin offline and disconnect the gallery, and I must say it saves my laptop performance even better. And it's even better when I put a fan exactly behind my laptop. I don't know about you, if you can hear the fan noise on the last video when we were drawing on the Sims, but when I edited the video, the fan noise was very loud. Anyway, back to the painting. Actually, before I start to paint, I did watch several short videos on Instagram, like how artists draw their characters without using any sketch. I can actually paint this with sketch, but I just choose not to and just play with the brush and shapes instead. I actually did watch a video on YouTube a long time ago where an art student attempted to paint on a canvas, and they actually explained that their professors gave them a tip, like whenever you wanted to draw or paint, try not to use any sketches. So their professor basically encouraged their students to use their imagination even deeper, which is a cool tip. To be honest, I thought the trickiest part was to paint the eyes, but it turns out I nailed it. It was the nose. Like, I don't know how to do it or how to fix it, so I was kind of eyeball it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I have a bit of a problem with the hair too. I just remembered I could never paint the hair successfully. I just don't know how to do it. Maybe you need to have like a proper brush to do the hair straight, but I don't have time for that. I just want to paint this guy so he looks even more human and more decent looking. But doing this kind of thing made me realize that I am not cut out to paint a human or living being. I prefer to paint a land, sea or skyscape, or maybe inanimate objects. Also, I kind of cheated here, so I did shrunk his eyes a little bit because they were too big. You can never do that when you paint it traditional or manually. Like, you kind of need to repaint them all over again, and that is not the kind of stress level I signed for, at least for now. And the more I look at this guy, the more I feel like he could be created straight right from the creative sim. Well, anyway, I think I'm just gonna show you the result and give you a bit of a tour. So here we are back in Clip Studio Paint. This is the final result. I personally think that it's a bit feminine looking. But I mean, it's fun, right? Even a man can have a feminine side. Like, there's no problem with that. Come on. So I did give him a bit of a mustache. It's a nice touch. Give him a little bit baby hair. To be quite honest with you, I really like the eyes. Like, I'm very proud with the eyes. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Really? Yeah, I think that's it. My painting might be ugly, but I hope you like it. I think I would like this kind of challenge again because this is actually very fun. It's depressing, but it's fun at the same time. Do you know what I mean? And there, folks, I need to go. I gotta get back to work again. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.